Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Thread of Gentlemen. This is the first episode of Side Missions. Ooh! The Signor, Mr. Ben, he is currently away in Amsterdam, having a nice time, enjoying everything Amsterdam has to offer. And,
I mean, the joke's on you, listener, honestly, because this is going to be not what you wanted.
Tricked you!
But you've got it.
We're still trying to work out what this is, so strap in, enjoy yourself, maybe have something else on standby just in case.
Yeah, I'm sure there's another Joe Rogan out at some point. Are you ready for it, John?
I was born ready, motherfucker.
Top man.
Side missions.
So, Urban Dictionary is this website where I don't know how real half of this stuff is, but it's just it's where people put random words and phrases they may have heard, and just come up with ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous descriptions. It's absolutely hilarious, and it's the kind of thing that if you hear a word from the kids and you got no idea what the fuck they're talking about, it's going to be on Urban Dictionary, and it's probably going to be worse than you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
I'm just going to jump straight into it. There was one that I saw quite recently called Charizarding,
Right.
which sounds good, right? If you hear your kids saying, with a teenager, Charizarding, whatever.
See, I would assume that would mean I'm blazing through life, I'm doing great, I'm a moderately powerful fire Pokemon.
John, it's not that.
So can it be that though? Can we just leave it at that?
Charizarding is when you light your girl's pubes on fire, put it out with your jizz, then flap your arms and say you don't have enough badges to train me.
Could you use that in a sentence for me?
Charizarding with Jenny was a night I'll never forget.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Well, I'm going to come in hot. I'm coming in steaming. I'm going to come in with the Polish gym sock. Oh, no. So, what is the Polish gym sock? Everyone not ask because they don't want to know.
Go on.
Okay, so the Polish gym sock is when a large German man ejaculates into a gym sock and fills the rest with wood, paper, or ashes.
Oh, kurwa.
Oh no. No. And I'll use that in a sentence for you just so you can get the context.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yo, Samantha, get over here and I'ma bash your cunt with a Polish gym sock. Thank you, Urban Dictionary, for that one.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Hot takes. Hot fucking takes.
Here's a good one. Clutch oven.
Right.
So I'm sure we all know what a Dutch oven is by now, but I'm just going to do a double one. So a Dutch oven is you fart in bed and you kind of just cover the duvet over the other person's head.
Yes.
Which is awful. A clutch oven is to fart in a car full of people, crank the heat for maximum effectiveness. The sentence: Mike was driving us to Jake's party and he farted, trapping us in his clutch oven.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
Yeah, listen, we all have.
We've all been there, man. We've all pied.
We're guys, we've all done that. Let's not bear on the bush.
Right, here's something I haven't done, and I really hope nobody's done this because it's fucking horrible. This is a cold lunch.
I'm worried.
Yeah. So a cold lunch is the simple sexual act of forcing yourself to throw up into your partner's mouth, usually resulting in the other person eating it.
No. Oh.
Charlie, would it make it better if I used it in a sentence for you?
No, it wouldn't.
I'm going to do it anyway, because fuck you.
Is the sentence just watch Two Girls, One Cup?
No, the sentence has a bit more nuance to it than that. Not much. It said, I felt sick from all the burritos I ate for lunch, so I gave Kimberly a Mexican cold lunch to help me bust a nut real quick.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is horrible, isn't it? Listen, if you're listening to this in the morning, maybe we're part of your drive time commute.
That's really...
This is going to ruin your fucking day.
That's nearly as bad as the... Do you remember that one a couple of weeks ago? It was the... Homeless guy sneezing into a shower.
Sneezing into someone's sleeping open mouth.
So, oh, Jesus, that's awful. All right, one here. French microphone.
I hate it already because we've got microphones in front of us. I'm guessing it's trying to talk into someone's anus or something.
When someone's sleeping with their mouth open and you fart in their mouth, causing an echo. Sentence: Bobby received a French microphone after falling asleep at the party. I think, honestly, like some of the people that have sent in stories to us, I'm 99% sure this has absolutely happened.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
This next one, definitely. This is duck butter.
Go on.
So, duck butter is the combination of sweat from a ball sack and an anus that creates a buttery film on the grundle and butthole. It usually occurs...
what's a grundle?
I don't know, and I was hoping that I could ask you that, but it's not a butthole, so I'm guessing it's like the perineum or something.
This is getting Joe Rogan level of... Hey, can you look this one up?
Are you going on Urban Dictionary to look up grundle?
Grundle is another word for Chad, the region between balls and the arsehole.
Did you say Chad?
I've never known it being called a Chad before.
There's a country in Africa called Chad.
What's it in between?
Yeah. There's a little bit more. It says it usually occurs from an unwashed scrotum, creating a smelly odor that worsens with thickness. I mean, just wash. Just fucking wash, people. Like, it'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's awful, that is. All right, here's a nice, relatively safe for work one.
All right.
A screw veneer.
Screw veneer. I like it.
Yeah. Anything that you keep, whether stolen or given to you from someone's house after you slept with them.
Can you imagine that? Like, you have a one-night stand, you're thinking, yeah, I'm the man. Like, you wake up, they're gone, you think, brilliant. You come down in the kitchen and your fucking cooker's gone. It's like, fuck your breakfast plans, bitch.
Yeah, just lose your Xbox in the morning. Someone's just like, what wasn't worth it? I'm going to go.
Someone's stolen your cat.
Selling your DVDs at a local pawn shop to buy some McDonald's breakfast. Good Lord.
Oh, good Lord above. So this one is Frosty the Snowman.
I know where this is going to go. It's white. I can work out the internet. It's like, it's white. Okay, I know where this is going to go.
So Frosty the Snowman is a game where 4 friends jack off into a hat. A top hat is preferable. The last person to come, or the person who can't come into the hat, has to then wear the hat, resembling a melting Frosty the Snowman.
Well, it's better than a soggy biscuit.
It is better than a soggy biscuit, but also, as we say frequently on the Thread of Gentlemen, leave the fucking hat.
Leave that hat. Like, no. Like, why would you play that game?
I think... I kind of get the impression it's the same with the soggy biscuit thing. It's just played by prepubescent teenage boys who want to see each other's knobs.
Yeah, probably.
I can't think of any other reason.
All right, beef walk.
Love it. All of these, by the way, make amazing band names. If anybody out there is listening.
Beef walk. This, I'm really glad I didn't know how to name. We all do this. I didn't know how to name, so thank you very much, internet, for like creating this. A beef walk is going outside or away from a group in order to fart with less consequence.
Yeah.
So now, next time we do that, just like, yeah, we're sat in the studio. It's just like, yeah, gonna go for a beef walk.
Just going on a beef walk, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish when we were all tracking together in my little outdoor studio space, I wish more beef walks had happened.
Yeah.
Just so, my lungs hadn't aged as much as they have. Oh, man.
You might as well have smoked for a couple of years,
Yeah, just smoking turds. Okay, all right. This one is quite well known, but I like it anyway. This one is the hot Carl.
Oh, go on. What's the hot Carl?
To excrete fecal matter into a sock, then hit someone in the face with the fecal matter filled sock. There's a lot of sock stuff, isn't there? Was there another one about? Oh yeah, the Polish gym sock.
Polish gym sock.
It's fucking horrible. And what I'll do, Charlie, is I'll use this in a sentence for you.
Oh, please do. Yeah.
I pooped in my sock whilst in the Jeep and jumped out and gave a hot Carl to the homeless man.
Man alive.
Do you know, when I'm mixing these, that's my favourite noise that you do when something really dark happens and you just go, oh.
Oh no.
No, it's
no.
happened.
Humanity, come on. Like, I have higher faith in you. Like, what's going on?
Misplaced.
All right, you're never going to get this, so I'm just going to... The word is farfanugin.
Right.
Using it in a sentence is... Pedro is a shit-eating farfanugin.
I love it already.
You'll never guess in a million years what this is, but I'll let you take a guess.
I hope it's something to do with eating shit.
No, it's a person who farts in the bathtub and then bites the bubble.
Oh God. Oh, I mean, these people are out there, man.
But like, it smells a lot worse in the bathtub.
Yeah. But that's no excuse to be biting the fucking bubbles open.
Do not bite the bubble. Leave it out. Don't bite the bubble. If you see a bubble, don't bite it. Do not.
Fucking hell. All right, I'm going to keep things in the bathroom. This is a very well-known one. We've used it on the show. The waffle stomp.
Go on.
So, the waffle stomp is to poop in the shower and then proceed to try and stomp it down the drain with your foot. Yeah. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I'll use it in a sentence. In a hurry to cover up the evidence, she waffle stomped.
Listen, if it works.
Until all your pipes get blocked and you have to explain to the plumber why there's like a year's worth of shit in your fucking U-bend.
Not your problem.
Nah, very good point. And pay a man to do a job, not to ask questions.
Yeah. He knows what's going on. He can see it. He can smell it.
Yeah, exactly.
A pool boy.
A pool boy.
Yeah. I'll give you the saying. She's hot. Yeah, I'd give her a pool boy.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't even want to.
It's where a maneuver where a man who's performing anal intercourse ejaculates into the woman's ass, then proceeds to urinate in her ass.
Okay, but why is that a pool boy?
John White, isn't it a pool boy? I mean,
yeah.
If you're going to come up with it, go with that. Do you know what I mean?
I hadn't considered it quite like that, Charlie. Fair play.
I'm glad I can open your mind a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, right, I got two left.
Go.
Again, this one's quite famous. Everyone knows it. This is the rusty trombone.
Oh, yeah.
Which is to get rimmed whilst receiving a hearty reach around, thus resembling a trombone player in full chorus.
Yeah.
Used in a sentence, Phoebe's rendition on the rusty trombone last night was so moving that it brought a tear to my eye.
The only problem I have with that is that, like, every time I think about it, like, I imagine someone, like, blowing.
Yeah.
Like, doing the blowing thing around, like, a bum, which is just not the one.
And then what, like, it'd be like trying to relieve the pressure on the cock. It'd be like when you've got, like, a valve on a swimming pool.
Yeah. Like, I kind of imagine, like, them also trying to kind of inflate it as well. Just like needing a bit more pressure in there. It's like, okay.
Oh man. Right. The last one was new to me. I hadn't seen this one before, and it takes a lot to get past me.
Go on, John, do it.
This is the Bosnian seesaw.
Oh. No offense to people in Bosnia, but like I know this isn't going to go down well.
I don't think Bosnia exists anymore, does it?
They're a football team.
Well, okay.
Is it Bosnian Herzegovina? Like, yeah.
I thought they were like part of like the Sarajevo and Czechoslovakia and all that shit that got found out. Do you know what? I don't care.
My geography is not good enough to be able to answer that.
Okay, so a Bosnian seesaw is when a man needs to pleasure two females at once. Note the use of females. I hope he means girls from the same sex, but there we are. So when a man needs to pleasure
of legal age, yep.
Yeah, and consenting. When a man needs to pleasure two females at once, he puts a strap on backwards and thrusts back and forth while a girl is bent over in front and behind him.
That's a brilliant idea.
The Bosnian seesaw.
Bosnian seesaw.
Oh, man. And used in a sentence. Man, did you hear about Nate giving those two girls a Bosnian seesaw? I mean, to be honest, used in a sentence doesn't really help you out there at all. But, yeah, fucked.
The sentence really clarified that, I think.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff. Man, what was your favourite?
Polish gym sock.
Yeah.
It was the fact it just kind of, it was talking about normal things, then it just went ashes. just imagine you get your dead nan and just kind of put it in there as well.
Put it in a sock and jizz in it.
Yeah, that's pretty horrific.
I wonder if, like, you know how a lot of ancient cultures used to make, like, idols and things like that out of, like, water and sand, like those statues, and some of them still exist today.
Yeah.
I wonder if you took, like, your nan's ashes, put some, jizzed in it, and then made a statue, whether that's like how like a doll like Annabelle was formed. It's like a horror movie star.
Yeah, I think that's how you pretty much just kind of like summon the end of the world.
I don't even think Satan would want you at that point.
I think all of the gods ever are going to be looking down on you, just being like, nah, no more of this humanity. That's it. That's
Hit
it.
the delete button. Control-Alt-Delete this shit.
You guys, you had a chance. You've ruined it. That's way too far.
So, Charlie, what was your favourite story from season 3?
I've honestly, like, I've really loved this season.
Yeah.
I've been listening, like, on my commute in every morning.
Yeah.
Or every Wednesday.
New episodes out Wednesday.
New episodes out every Wednesday. And if you've got stories, send them into stories@thethreadofgentleman.com. Like and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of that kind of stuff. Got it in there. Get in there.
Fucking love it.
Get in there. Come on, Charlie. I've got this.
Get in!
But no, I think one of my favourites, and like it made me laugh so much today, was in episode... Oh, Jesus Christ, let me tell you, because this would make it even better. Episode 30 on Spotify was the story Pow.
Fucking Pow.
Honestly, I was like, because like I remember it being funny at the time, but I listened back to it and I was like, Jesus Christ, that was so good.
That fucking guy.
Because Kippen nailed it when it just. I can't remember what the line was. Like, the guy just. He was saying that the guy shit himself and then reloaded. It just absolutely floored me. I was laughing out loud on the train and there was loads of commuters around me and they were looking at me and I was in tears.
Oh man, yeah. Do you know what? I definitely feel the same way about Pow. That's an absolutely fucking incredible story. Go and check it out if you haven't heard it. I like the guy who was ill and went food shopping and thought that he was just farting into his seat and it was making everything better.
That was a really good one.
Comes back after he's done his food shop and just realises that he's just shit himself and shit his car violently without realising it. Just walking around. And the way he said it, or the way you said it, was just a proud man walking about the shop covered in waste.
Oh, that was a really good one, that was. Because, like, we've all been there, when you got proper diarrhea, like, you just don't know.
Nah. Disagree highly. Like, I know when it's occurring.
No, but there are times when it's like you sat on the toilet, you don't know what's coming out of you if it's nothing.
Yeah, that sounds like IBS or butt cancer. You need to go and get that shit looked at. Not by me, by someone else. There was one time when I gave myself really, 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 really bad food poisoning. I was about 4 hours away from going to hospital because I was fucked.
Oh, wow.
And it was when I didn't really appreciate food poisoning and just kind of basically thought that it doesn't matter how old something is, if you microwave it, it's going to kill everything and it's going to be all right. And
wasn't all right.
Turns out pork does not fit under that category, especially if it's like Chinese pork ribs that have been left in a Tupperware overnight out of the fridge.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, man, I was ill for I think it was about 4 days worth of hallucination, leaking a clear oil-like substance from all of my holes. It wasn't shit. I didn't shit the bed, but I oiled the bed.
Oh, that's awful.
And I was hallucinating so bad. I bought the Handy Andy single 5 times.
Wow.
Do you remember Handy Andy from Changing Rooms?
Andy, there's a blast from the past.
He brought out a song called If I Have a Hammer or If I Had a Hammer. And for some reason in my hallucinating state, my brain had recalled that fact and then gone, oh yeah, I need to buy that. Then I'd gone back to sleep and then my brain had recalled that fact and gone, oh yeah, I need to buy that on a different platform. And I have 5 fucking copies of it digitally now.
How old were you?
Truthful answer? Or, because I'd like to say, yeah, teenager, man, but it was about 6 years ago.
Oh,
it wasn't
wow.
long enough, you know. I lost about 1.5 stone. I was fucked.
I love 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. I was Jess was literally about to take me to hospital to have half my intestines cut out.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in a bad way.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, don't recommend that.
No, Chinese is always one of those kind of danger foods, isn't it? But no, so other favourite stories that I've got from this season is I keep thinking about the seagull artiste.
Yeah, that was the other one I was going to bring up. That is something fucking special.
So I live near the seagulls now. I live on the coast. And seagulls are a nightmare. They are so loud and massive and just will steal anything. And the thought of being able to return the favour is just incredible. I want to do it. But do you remember that viral video from probably about 5-10 years ago now? Where some guys were in some beach in America, one of the famous ones in Miami or California or whatever. And they fed laxatives to seagulls.
Yeah.
They put it in bread or sweets or something like that. They fed it and they filmed it and they just had all of the seagull just shitting on everything. It was Dresden bombing of just seagull shit on all of these poor passers-by.
Literally a shitstorm.
Yeah, literally a shitstorm. People kind of just cycling along and getting absolutely coated. People rollerblading, trying to look cool, and they're just no, you're not looking cool anymore. You look absolutely fucked.
Have some bird shit.
Coated in just white shit.
Oh, man, yeah, no, I do remember that. I also read this story once. I'd love to do it on the main show, maybe. There was this woman, and she was waiting for a train. And there was a guy at the station, and he had a bag of chips. And there was loads of seagulls just hanging about.
Yeah.
And every so often he'd chuck them a chip just to keep them interested.
Yeah.
And he's goading them. And then the train pulls up, right? People get on, people get off. Just as the door's about to close, he lobs the bag of chips on. All these fucking seagulls dive into the carriage, right? The door closes and there's not another stop for 20 minutes. Just the fucking people in that carriage.
That is genius.
Fucking great.
Oh my God.
I don't even think he was there to catch a train.
It was just there because he was just fuck it. Fuck today.
Yeah, literally. All you people, fuck your day.
Could you imagine that on the way to work? That's where you'd go home.
Yeah, you'd be listen, not covered in today. I'm covered in bird shit.
You would take a picture, you would send it to your line manager, and just be no, not today.
No. Manage your expectations.
Yeah. Clear my calendar. I can't today. It's just not going to happen.
Oh man, the other story I really like from this season is the coat hanger.
Remind me of the coat hanger.
That was the one where this couple had been driving up to Scotland, I think it was.
Oh yeah, for the poos.
Just eating shit all day, and then the lady blocked the toilet, and the guy wanted to go and ask for a poo knife. And do you know what made it for me? It was you were something you said. You were right, tell me the thing that the chef wants gone, and I will make it gone. It's a one-way trip.
Yeah. Add it into the next budget. We can. This was used by a customer, never to be returned.
And then so they chop up this fucking behemoth log with a coat hanger, and they just put the coat hanger back in the wardrobe.
That's messed up. Throw it away. Throw it out the window. Anything.
Yeah, bury it. I don't know.
I don't even bury it. Why no? Just leave it where it is. Fuck it. Do you know?
Which is what they did. We've come full circle.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with them.
Our laziness knows no bounds. We're now just kind of you know what? Bollocks to it. Do what you want. Put it back up. Sorry to the next guy. Piss in the kettle. Just make it extra worse then. I'm sure that's happened in a hotel as well.
Yeah,
I get
100%.
worried of those kettles because I know someone at some point is pissed in it.
yeah, definitely. I mean, piss is probably the best thing that's been in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
yeah, I don't want to be, don't get me wrong.
Don't want to be at all.
And then, obviously, it was from the first episode of season 3, but we can't not mention Bambi.
Bambi. Bambi comes back to me every now and again. Like, I just kind of I think about stuff and then it's like Bambi and I'm just like, yeah.
So for those of you guys who haven't heard it, it's in episode 23. And we did a big section on nicknames, and some of them were fucking horrible. Some of them were really, really bad. But the one that got us was they used to know this guy. His nickname was Bambi, and they thought it was because maybe he'd slipped on some ice or something as a kid. Turns out his mum got shot.
Oh, that's just... Can you imagine? Like, they are just the best friendship group ever to just be like, to have the balls to be able to say to someone, someone's told you something really horrific, like, hey, Bambi.
That's the ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, pun.
Yeah, at least you can make a joke out of it, right? But let's end this on a bit of a quick fire.
Lovely. I love a quick fire. Let's do it.
So, this is about what is the worst sex you've ever had and why.
Ooh, this be good.
So, Embere says, I was absolutely obsessed with this guy when I was about 18. He was completely my type, so handsome. Finally ended up back at his and things heated up real quick. I was giving him head and he said that he was going to finish. Then he said, oh no, I've got something much better. Oh no, then he pissed in my mouth. I was in absolute shock. We never spoke again after that. Moral of the story, discuss your kinks before you have sex. Like, that's weird.
That's really weird. Anything to do with piss and shit, that needs a conversation.
Yeah, other body fluids, you got to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's normal enough, trial it, see what happens.
Yeah.
Anything you gotta. No. You gotta discuss that one first.
You can't just hook their nipples up to car batteries. You need to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you see someone bringing out a car battery, you gotta say to him, my friend, no.
Whoa now.
Yeah. Whoa now. Hold
I
on.
am not a Peugeot 208. Let's talk about this.
All right, from 1980 PZX. Met up with a girl I liked years earlier, the summer I got my license. We hit it off at a party and go back to my house.
Nice.
Yeah, well done. We start making out, and when I pulled her pants off, I was met with the worst smell I've ever smelled.
Oh.
I ended up powering through, but my God, it was horrid. I didn't say anything because she was a sweet girl, but she really needed to work on hygiene or see a gyno or something. 2 out of 10. You didn't really need to rate it.
No, you didn't need to rate it. And also, 2 out of 10 and I powered through are things that I take some issue with there.
Yeah, don't be afraid to walk away. All right, Anonymous says, my girlfriend at the time and I decided to finally have sex. It was both of our first times. We were in her car and I thought I was in her, but it turns out I was in between her and the car seat. She never said anything, just sat there watching me fuck her car. I don't even know where to begin with this.
Did he not think, like, this feels weird?
Well, I mean, if it's your first time, you probably don't have much of a clue.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to feel like that.
But, I feel like you just know.
I feel like you would know. And I can kind of put myself in the position of the girl being like, oh, I should say something. I don't want to embarrass.
Yeah,
oh, no, he
what do you
started
say?
pumping. Oh, no, now I've left it too long. What do I do?
Well, yeah, like, if you don't say anything, like, straight away, like, the longer it takes, like, the worse it's going to be. Do you know what I mean? You just let it happen. And then laugh about it.
Yeah, it's really weird that out of a couple's first time, only one of them has sex. He lost his virginity to a Renault Clio.
Yeah, that's still not losing your virginity.
No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
No, fuck it. Well, listen, if you're 16 years old, it counts. Right. Dagran Halliwell, hope it's not Jerry's relative, German guy I hooked up with. His pee-pee was more triangular than Lara Croft's booba.
What the fuck? How do you have a triangular cock? I don't understand. What does it come to a point?
Lara Croft's booba had a wart on the shaft and didn't even know what to do in the moment. It was either starfish or death metal headbanging with barely any thrusting. Worst of all, he gave me chlamydia, and when I told him to go to the clinic, he tried to make it sexual, sending me back something along the lines of, "Guess your pee-pee was too big for me," which didn't even make sense. He was then surprised I ghosted him after what happened. Wow.
Fuck. That's a journey. I return to my initial question. How could a cock be triangle? It's like living in Minecraft.
Well, it had a wart on it. Maybe that was just like, it was such a big wart that it was...
Oh, what, the whole base of it was... No, we're wasting time. Let's move on.
Listen, the lesson learned is, if you see someone with massive wart on their willy, probably just walk away. And if it looks like a triangle, walk away.
Yeah.
Ollie Standard and some numbers says, when I was 18, I dated a guy who was still a virgin. I didn't have lots of experience, so it was totally fine and not awkward at all. However, when we started having sex, we were at his place, and since he was living with his mum, I'd suggested he'd turn on something so she wouldn't hear us.
Okay.
All right. Good idea.
Yeah.
For me, it was totally clear that by turning something on, it meant to be music or maybe a show. I kid you not, this dude turned on Peppa Pig at full volume.
Oh, God.
What the hell 18-year-old is watching Peppa Pig?
It's worse because my little guy loves Peppa Pig, so now I've got the voices in my head.
I mean, yeah, I've never seen Peppa Pig, but...
Oh, she's a wretched little shit.
I don't know any of the characters. I can't really even comment. I think it's a cartoon, right?
Yeah, she's a pig. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the sort of genesis and you know, the general kind of look of Peppa Pig isn't the problem here. Why is he putting on Peppa Pig to fuck to?
Is it a good soundtrack?
No.
Because, like, kid stuff from back in our days, like Power Rangers, that had an awesome soundtrack.
That Pokemon
had an awesome soundtrack. Digimon had an awesome soundtrack. So I'm on board with it, if that's what...
Yeah, nah. Nah.
Fair.
I think even now, like, if we were going at it, it's me and my wife, not me and you, and the Pokemon thing was playing in the background, I think I'd just be too distracted because I'd be like, I want to be the very best.
Yeah, that I could fully get on board by.
Yeah.
From Tight Kitty 2107, that clues in the name.
Yeah.
Met a guy at the bar. We tried to hook up, but he could barely get it up. Then, as he tried to put it in me whilst missionary, he threw up on my face. Lesson is, don't try to fuck after shots all night.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That is bad. I kind of feel like that's not intentional, but you know when you're gonna honk, and he could have done it over the shoulder. You know,
he could have got out. You know, he could have taken a deep breath, gone to the toilet.
Yeah, there are several warnings. You don't just barf. Well, no, sometimes you do just barf.
Yeah, sometimes you just barf.
So fuck me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a story. So fuck it. Right, Dirty Al Daz says, I was munching into a bit of a hole before sticking in my Boris Johnson. I'm going to do this in Australian accent because it's got to be.
It's got to be.
I was munching into a bit of a hole before sticking in my Boris Johnson. Whipped it out and it was covered in the black stuff. And I'm not talking about Guinness. Bad tech. And then someone that I just want Kippen to read this out because this would be perfect in his voice. Someone comments, I think he's saying he decided to knock on Mr. Poop's door and Mr. Poop was home.
I fucking love that. Yeah, I reckon so, mate. Sounds like it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's got to be, right? Box of Props says, I was in college on my birthday. She kept insulting me the entire time. My roommate came in halfway and threw up. When I finally let him in, she left. It wasn't the first time I got interrupted during birthday sex either. I had to finish in the bathroom. That's a lonely one.
That is well, it's not the loneliest
It's
because
not
you
the
have
loneliest.
just had sex.
Yeah, but yeah, finishing yourself off in a bin, that is not.
So he's going at it. His mate comes in, honks up, probably in the same bathroom that he's now shooting his baby batter all over. And then she fucks off and leaves him to it. Hot damn.
Jesus Christ. Hellbound hippie.
Hellbound hippie, love it.
Got shit on while she was riding me. Found out afterwards that she had IBS, so it wasn't really her fault, but still traumatizing as all hell. Had to buy a new set of sheets too.
No, disagree. I feel like that is her fault because she must have known that she had IBS.
Well, again, this goes back to the thing earlier. Like, sometimes you just don't know.
But IBS isn't a one-time thing. Like,
It's a risk, and if it's a random hookup, why the fuck not?
yeah, fair play.
Yeah, you know.
It's not your sheets.
Yeah.
Your sheets are all covered in plastic. You've been here before.
Yeah, worth it for the story. Flapjack Mickey. I met a girl at a bar when I was like 20. She was about 25 or so. We hit it off, both agreed to a one-night stand. Nice.
Yeah.
I get back to her place, and here's where it got weird. She had a boyfriend. Not only that, but he was there waiting for us. Not only that, but she had texted him about me and sent a picture. I start apologizing, telling him I had no idea she had a boyfriend. He reassures me that it's all good and we can continue. That's a big red flag.
Yeah, that's weird entering stabby territory.
That's run away because you're gonna die.
Yeah.
So thing is, he was a cuck and wanted to watch. Not only that, they wanted me to go bareback so he could eat her. Oh,
No,
my cum out of her pussy later.
No. No.
I believe that one's called felching. I wasn't so drunk that I'd agreed to go bareback, but was drunk enough to not peace out of the whole thing. So we made a compromise. I would use a condom, and what they would do with the contents of that condom was up to them, excluding her putting inside her via a turkey baster or whatever. This is just awful. So,
I mean, you know what he's going to do? He's going to fucking eat it.
Yeah,
he's going to
course
spread
he
it on
is.
his fucking toast, isn't he? Oh, for fuck's sake.
So yeah, fucked a girl I met at a bar while her boyfriend watched us. As soon as I jizzed, I didn't want to see what they did, but my spooge, so I got the fuck out of there. It was the most awkward situation of my life.
Oh, God. I mean...
there's no... still got laid.
I suppose.
I just saw the next one.
I can't wait.
It was a rebound after a breakup. She had an IUD.
Right, yeah.
I hit it with my dick. It was like trying to fuck an acoustic guitar.
Oh, God. When he said, like, trying to fuck an acoustic guitar, I just, like, pictured someone crouched over a guitar, just fucking the sound hole. Sounds like fucking Santana.
Put his dick in that.
Man. I think that's how you write an Alt J song, isn't it?
And that was the worst sex you've ever had, and why? And I believe it.
I do believe
Jesus
it.
Christ, some of those are awful.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on episode 1 of Thread a Gentleman Side Mission.
Hey! There you go.
Thanks for being here. And hopefully Kips will be back next week if he hasn't been arrested or shot or, I don't know, floating face down, bummed in a river in Amsterdam.
There's a very real chance of that.
Very real chance.
But no, if you do have stories you want to do, or want to just get in touch in any way, please do. Stories@thethreadofgentleman.com.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We will speak to you next week.
Thank you very much. Bye.
All the best.